Hello, we are back again with Ecosphere. I am here in the most polluted city in the world, and with every cubic meter of air, I am breathing in 153 micrograms of toxic particulate known as PM 2.5. And this despite the fact that we have a world-class metro and CNG in public transport. So what is it that has led to this situation? Delhi's notoriously dirty air has reached critical levels of pollution and now is unfit even for breathing. A latest World Health Organization study on pollution levels in 1600 cities across the world ranks Delhi air among the dirtiest in the world. Pollution levels have worsened across the world since 2011, increasing the risk of heart and lung diseases and cancer.
Air quality planning in this country has somehow failed. It really hasn't helped Indian cities to meet air quality standards to protect public health.
The average air pollution in terms of micrograms of small particulates known as PM10 per cubic meter in 59 cities between 2011 and 2013 was 134, nearly 7 times more than the WHO prescribed safe limit of 20. It rose to 134 micrograms per cubic meter in 2013. Gwalior tops Indian cities in air pollution in terms of PM10, recording 329 micrograms per cubic meter, while Raipur comes second at 3.5. Delhi ranks third with 286 microgram per cubic meter of PM10. However, in terms of fine particulate matters which originates primarily from vehicular and industrial emission, Delhi tops the 59 cities. To make things even worse, the study says that of 20 most polluted cities in the world, 13 are in India. According to World Health Organization, air pollution killed about 7 million people in 2012, making it world's single biggest environmental health risk. New Delhi had an annual average of 153 micrograms of small particulates. WHO has clarified that the survey was not intended to name and shame the dirtiest city, since the cities involved were volunteering the information to try to help themselves clean up. It also said that the survey would help them to become more open about the air quality.
Now, Delhi is a very interesting example. Delhi has been fighting this battle now for over 10 years. And we know that Delhi has taken a lot of important decisions in the past. It has put its entire public transport on CNG. It has relocated polluting industry. 2 power plants have been converted to natural gas. It has capped the age of commercial vehicles in 15 years. Now, with all that, we did see improvement in Delhi's air quality around the time 2004, 5, 6. But thereafter, we are finding that for the last few years, pollution levels are going up once again.
Though Delhi was the first city in the country to have introduced CNG vehicles and also the metro, but it has not done much since then to curb air pollution. Stricter emission norms and improving public transport is the call of the day. Experts believe that the national capital cannot afford to ignore the implications of the increasing pollution on the health of the city.
Clearly, we are paying a price today in terms of public health because the health evidence clearly shows, and only last year we came to know from the Global Burden of Disease estimate that air pollution is the 5th largest killer today in India. And even Delhi's own evidence shows, and we have one of the remarkable study from Central Pollution Control Board and Chittaranjan National Cancer Research Institute. They have done it together, where they have studied about close to 12,000 school children from 36 schools in Delhi. And they are finding about 36% of Delhi's children have impaired lung. Okay, they are actually finding all kind of damages to the lung. Clearly, we are even compromising the health of our future generation.
So, what is the way forward now? Experts believe India must move to the next level of emission norms by 2015. Cars should meet Bharat Stage 5 by 2016, and the country should leapfrog to Euro 6 standards by 2020-21. Cities need to implement Clean Air Action Plan to curb pollutions from all sources to meet clean air standards in a time-bound manner. Vehicles will need special attention. Cities need to protect their inherent strength in sustainable commuting practices, public transport, walking, cycling, and city design. Cities must inform people about the air quality on a daily basis and issue health alerts for people.
So what should happen immediately? One is a decision at the national level, which must force cities to now come up with their own clean air action plan. But a very important piece of policy that we are waiting for right now is that there is already an automobile policy committee set up under the Member Planning Commission, and they are supposed to recommend the emission standards for vehicles and fuels And this announcement is due very soon. And we are hoping that this committee will take note of this data and the health evidences and give us a very stringent roadmap so that we can leapfrog to Euro 6 emission standards within 5 years, by 2021 at least, so that entire country can benefit, because vehicle numbers are going to grow very rapidly across the country. But at the same time, the cities at their own level should come up with a cleaner action plan for all pollution sources with special attention to vehicles, because vehicles emit toxic fume within our breathing zone. And for that, they need their blueprint for scaling up of public transport so that you can give people options and reduce dependence on personal vehicles. And at the same time, inform people about air quality, give health advisory.
Even now, India is awaiting a significant decision on emission standards roadmap for vehicle and fuel quality from the Auto Fuel Policy Committee.
Very important and a difficult pollution source to deal with are the vehicles. And the vehicle numbers are exploding in this city today. Already we have 7.5 million vehicles. We are adding 1,400 a day. And if at this pace we continue to increase, especially the dieselization also that is taking place at the same time, that is contributing enormously to pollution levels.
Indian cities are witnessing a rapid increase in air pollution and untamed motorization. Cities need to curb pollution from all sources. But vehicles need special attention as they emit toxic fumes within our breathing zone.
Pollution levels are actually higher than the pre-CNG days, and that's very clear. So pollution levels have increased, vehicle numbers have increased, and our aggression in our action has reduced.
India needs urgent action to leapfrog vehicle technology and fuel quality, scale up public transport, reduce dependency on cars, and promote walking and cycling.
Walking, cycling, that has to be the new paradigm of travel in our cities if we want to cut the toxic emissions.
According to the report, the pollution level in Delhi has clearly overtaken Beijing in this respect.
Both the cities started with almost equal aggression around 2000. But if you look at the last few years when Delhi slowed down, during that time Beijing became even more aggressive. And it's interesting to see the kind of decisions that they have taken. So, imagine Beijing has gone ahead and even capped the number of cars that can be sold in a year, whereas we allow unlimited increase in car numbers. At the same time, they have scaled up their public transport system, they have improved their technology, they've already moved ahead to Euro 5 emission standards, and at the same time, they have started this practice of informing people on a daily basis about the quality of the air that people are breathing, and they're issuing health advisory to people, what kind of precaution they should be taking. So if you really look at the range of action today taken in Beijing, clearly you do see some serious, even though they're also fighting a battle, it's not that Beijing has solved this problem. Even Beijing's smog episodes today are very severe. But we have to draw lessons.
Both Beijing and New Delhi started their mission to curb air pollution around the same time in early 2000. But while Beijing has become more aggressive in its approach, New Delhi seems to have lost the momentum. Pollution levels in the city are rising faster than our ability to control them. Both Delhi and Beijing had begun their fight against air pollution neck to neck, but Delhi has lost steam midway. Beijing has moved ahead because of its decisive action.